today we are starting over as a noob with the best to the worst secrets in brainrot evolution. There are over 80 different secrets in the game, and so every time we level up, we will be going down to the next worst secret. Starting all the way at the top with the meowl and going all the way to the bottom with the trash golden Trollolero secret. Let's get started. All right, here we are as the most OP secret in the game. The meowl. 380% stronger than your strongest brainrot and has a 20% chance to hit twice as far and twice as strong. And with one attack, we go on to the next best. The 380% 6-7. And he has a 6% chance to do 7 times the damage. And just like that, bang, let's rebirth. All right, next up, we are going strictly off of the percentage. The next best is the Triton Sahur, which with 375% strength boost, you can easily see why that is the third best in the game. Now is where it gets kind of interesting. So those are the 3 best ones for sure. And so if we wanted to go to the next strongest one, we would go to the Los Carcarcitos. But let me tell you something, it stinks. So instead, we're going to the admins. So the 4th best in the game, in my opinion, is the I2 Perfectini Fox and Nini, where he does 210 and has a 15% chance to land 5 quick attacks. And next up, in my opinion, the Maggiani Tankiani is better than the Dojo. So, we'll go right to the Dojo then, and that means the Dojo Nini is the 6th best in the game. But now, where do we go for the next best brainrot? Ooh, this is a great question. So we already used the 6-7, the Meowl, and the Triton Sahur. I think it might be one of the combinations or one of the OP bosses. Call me crazy, but I think the next best one is the Prestige Mate Ho Ho Ho. 205% stronger and really crazy design. After that, we're going with the Thanksgiving combination, which we need to rebirth immediately. And I've kind of lost track of what order we're going in. So I'm just kind of winging it. But I think now it's pretty safe to say we could go to the the regular one. And then, bang! There's the Pee Pee Popa. It's crazy. There's so many secrets in this game that I've already lost track. But we'll go back to the basic combination, and that brings us into the city. All right, so it is 180% stronger. I think next might be the 2026. We're looking for anything around 180, which, ooh, maybe the Tok Tok Tok. Or even better than that, the Hoka Horlage. Ooh, maybe the Hoka Horlage is better than the combination. We're going with this order. We're still going with this order. Next, we got the Hoka Horlage, which in order to get this guy, you have to get all the way to the restaurant and be able to craft him. But there we go. Next, obviously, we gotta go with the next worst one, that being the Tic Tac Tac Sahur. Tic Tac Tic Tac Sahur. Bang. All right, now to the ocean, where I think now we gotta use something right around like 190. You know what I forgot about? The Prestige Snow Sahur. 250% stronger. When I equip it, it's not equipping it. That's so weird. Well, just imagine I'm using the Prestige one right here. That's what it's supposed to do. All right, well, I guess that's the only bugged brainrot in the game. I've never seen that before. Now our percent should be right around 190 to 180. So I'm thinking the Prestige Bye. And then with that, the Prestige Ban. Look at this guy. Crazy diamond aesthetic. All right, which means we should go with the regular PP Pie and the regular Ban as well. Where is he? The Ban. Right down here. All right, 180% stronger, and we rebirth. All right, still, our brain rots are so OP. It's gonna be a while till we get to, like, bad secrets. Next, the 2026. This one is giant, so that is definitely a plus. But there we go, the Chavalino Chiche. How many of these brain rots have we used? It feels like we've gotten through like 20 of them, which means we still have 60 secrets left, which we're at 180%. I think next, wait, which is better? The job or the list? The list definitely has to be better. So first the list Sahur. Look at him. Bang. Oh my gosh. And then right after, we'll follow it up with the job Sahur. All right. So we are already into the Trolleral Ocean after rebirth number 3. Okay, 185. Oh, the Blueberry Tattachini. I almost forgot about this one. Super good fusion secret. One of the best. So 195%. Let's see. I'm looking at the other percentage. These are all kind of weak. Just making sure none of these ones at the top are crazy good. I think next, the Gargorgor, which still does not have a voice line. It's one of the few bugged brain rots in the game. All right, into Chocolate Romania. We're looking for right around 190. I'm looking. I think the Undin and Dan. Ooh. All right, so we're at Giraffe Celeste, level 41. So 187. Let's do the Owlchina. I don't think the Owlchina is actually that good, but it's still very strong because it's 205% stronger. But the range is what holds it back. So there's the Bulbito Bendito Tractorito. One more level and we're in the nuclear core. How about the Prestige Frappuccino Assassino? That sounds about right. And with that, bang, 91%, 99, and we are in the nuclear core. Well, right after the Prestige, might as well go to the basic one. And there's the Dragon Fruitini. So this does 175. I think next up, we'll do the Nightmarioni. Bang! Reno Totorino. All right, still at 175. I think we could go to the Ginger Sahur. This one's super strong. Look at the range. He can stretch out with his baseball bat and basically destroy everything in front of him. Okay, so just looking at my different options here. Ooh, the Sentenzelli Trulala. Not many people have this brain rot, but if you do, consider yourself to be very lucky because it's one of the best. The way you get it is from this. You have to claim all your Christmas gifts. And since we're in January, I don't think this will be around for very long. So you want to claim it before it's gone. All right, so that was 180%. I guess we can go to one of the strongest plus craziest range, the Trollolero Quad. But unfortunately, you can't hit stuff behind you. They only started doing that when they added like the crazy weather event bosses. All right, and there we go. We are into the Undin and Olympus. And the next worst one, which is not bad at all, the Pulu Popin. This is actually one of my favorites. It's so strong, and it looks crazy cool. You see like the tidal wave of a slash. It's 177% stronger, but it's super duper rare. All right, after that, I feel like we should go to the Snowmanito Bendito, which we gotta go rebirth. Oh, and I think we glitched it out. So we are staying at the Bri Bicus. We can teleport all the way back. Now we need to level up one more time to get to the next secret, which we should be there in no time. Because look at the damage. Oh my gosh. All right, Snowmanito Bendito. So next up, we need something that's 175% stronger. And I think that's gonna be the Strawberrini Octosini. Now this one's pretty difficult to get because you have to get all the way to the restaurant. But the crazy special effects on this character gives it some style points. But we just leveled up. There we go. So now for the 175% Los Centenitos, which I actually think this should be way lower on our list. Can I take it back? I actually don't like this one. Yeah, I'm taking it back. This one is not deserving of that spot. Instead, we'll go with the Kika Kiko. The Kika Kiko has some crazy power, crazy range, and it's pretty good. As you can probably imagine, its brethren are going to be right next to it. Let's level up and get out of here. So there's the Kika Kiko. Next, we got the Leaf Sahur. Oh, we leveled up a ton. Next is the Chikachu. 174%. And then finally, out of all the Thanksgiving, this is 172% strength, which I don't even know where we'll go for our next one. I think next would probably be like the Draculero Dracula. This one's crazy good too. You had to play during the Halloween event, and I don't think this will come back until like next Halloween. So you have to wait like a year. But there we go. 86%, 88, 96, 97, and there's the Nightmare Sahur, which leads us to the Speeder Robos, 173. Even though it doesn't look like the explosion hits behind him, it definitely does. So we are in Glorbo Heights, but right around the corner is the Abyss. I'm thinking the Pee Kiwi, 170% strength, and it's really fast. Oh, and we glitched out the rebirth again. So we're to the Tricky Tractales, and we're gonna be in the Bombardino Sewer in just 10 more levels. Let's level up one more time. There's the dong, 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 dong. So that's 170. I feel like now is a good time to use the Spaghetti Toiletti. 168% stronger. And a crazy strong brain rot at that. Next, 167, the Pop Sahur. One of my favorite looking ones with the fireworks explosion. And after that, what are we going with? So many to choose from. I'm going the Malame Malale, which I used to say is the best of the best in the game. But as you can see from this video, it's no longer #1. But right behind it, we got the Supermarketino. 166% stronger. I just want to make sure we're... Oh, you know what we skipped over? This one I completely forgot about, and it's definitely underrated. The Big Kin. No one uses this one, but trust me, it is very, very good. We're almost to the sewer. I think we're about halfway through our secrets, and there's the Nuclear Rucci. All right. I didn't mean to level up there, but I feel like the Blue Barini should be close. The Blue Barini's really good. Yeah, we'll put that next. It has great attacks. All right. Have I forgotten any of the main bosses? We did all those. We could go Medus next, or we could go Pharaoh Sahur. I think the Pharaoh is better in my opinion. Yep. There we go. Look how fast he is. And again, he might not look that powerful, but he's definitely underrated. You might even think the Pharaoh Sahur is better than the Pop Sahur. They're very close. All right, there's the Dardidor. And so after the Pharaoh Sahur, I think we go the Dug. And the Dug Sahur can only be achieved from the ads. He's 165% stronger than your strongest, and you could just get him right away, but he's a 0.1% chance. So good luck with that. Definitely not easy. All right, 92%, and there's the Crococlat. So now I feel like is a good time for the Medus, where he's still pretty strong, and the attacks are pretty good, but his range just isn't what some of the better ones are capable of. But when the Medus first was added into the game, I thought it couldn't get any more broken than this. All right, we're at 97%, and it's now to the part where it's gonna be tough, because we have a lot of secrets left, but not many levels left. All right, what do we go with next? Let's go for power. So the Carcorcitos, 350% stronger than your strongest. So as you can see, it's strong enough to defeat the Kiki Coca. There's the Elefantino, and the Cacacito is right there. Wait, oh, I leveled up twice. Oh, well. I guess with that logic, we'll use the Los Tralalitos, which is 300% stronger than your strongest brain rot. But again, the attack range, trash. Very, very bad. But obviously, they fixed it with the most recent exclusive, that being the 6-7. And there's the Planetario. And so, now it's time to rebirth. All right, next up, where do we go after this? This is a hot take. I think the Crocodiangi Magiani is really good. 165% boost, and the range is good. I don't know if you saw, but he reaches very far. Look at this. very good for a free brain rot. Again, you had to get this for free. So there's the Crocodiagi Magiani. Next, I guess we'll use the Gifted Nini Mananini. It's 174% stronger than your strongest. So there we go there. I think next we'll use the Trippy Tropy. There we go. It's still very difficult to get because you have to get it in 1 and 225 and then get it from the crates. But after that, maybe the Ring Ring Bus? Sure. 158% stronger. But the nice thing about the Ring Ring Bus is he is the fastest secret in the game. Which makes sense, because he's an actual, you know, vehicle. But after the Ring Ring Bus, I guess we could go with the Pequiquincitos. 170% strength. There's the Crocodilo Ananasino. And then after that, we're gonna go with Empali Babel. 162% strength. This guy was part of the arcade event that feels like forever ago. Okay, so there's Chicleta Romania. And now that we're here, I feel like the Tri Sarur is pretty good because it can hit all sides, which a lot of these worst secrets cannot do, which we'll see here very, very soon. Okay, now is where it's interesting because a lot of these are just bad. So I just want to make sure we used every last one. I don't know if we used the Santanitos. Okay, so we'll get this one out of the way. We'll put this one right here. Oh, and we're out. I think next, I'm gonna go with the Sahur. He's very fast. See, look at that. And we're out. So that's 160%. Let's go with the Saturnitas next. 155. And that leads us to the Abyss. All right, so that's 155. With the same strength, we got the Berrini. Okay. And after the Berrini, 150. Oh, 160. We got the Tigruli Grapefruitoni. Okay, we're flying through these. Now we got the Los Alesios. And now the Tucano Banano with 156. The Los Crocodilitos. Okay. So we are now what level? 68. And that leads us to the Cannelloni Dragononi. This one could honestly be a little bit higher, but I still think we have a pretty accurate episode going on right here. But most importantly, we will use every single secret or this video will not end. All right, there's the Lesio. Okay, so that's 152. We'll go to the Orcolocos. All right, and boom, the Ketupat. All right, now it gets to a point where basically all these are like 150 or lower. So I guess we go with the Pristini. There we go. Again, I said this in the past, but I never, ever use this brain rot. Not in, like, any of my videos. But there's the Nuclearucci. So, that's 154. Ooh, none of these are over 150. Wow, some of these are so bad. Next, we're actually gonna go with the Banana Nito, because he is 225% strong. He doesn't have any range to his attacks. Look at this. I'm right next to it, and it barely hits it. Look, I'm not hitting it, not hitting it. There we go. All right, after that, we're going Los Trippy. The Trippy Tropitos, which I believe is one of the last Los Secrets that we have left to use, if not the last one. Again, just checking all the way through. Hopefully I didn't miss any. Oh, next we have the Cha-Cha-Chi, 150%. And boom. All right, bang. The Crococlat unlocked. So 150, 149. I hate the Crocodilo Fumajos. Just because it looks weird. But there we go. Oh, now it's where it's going to take a long time. Because look at how bad this is. Ew. All right, we're at 86, 89, 91. And one more Crococlat. And we are free from looking at this ugly crocodile. Now for the galaxy, let's see. Did we use every last one of these? Yep. So 149. I think next is the Chicletera Bicicletera, just because it's so fast. Now it's not very strong, as you can see from the Kikikoka, but still, ooh, pretty good. All right, level 79. Next, I'm going with the Port Hotspot. 140%. Oh my gosh, I forgot how bad the attacks were. It's so hard to hit stuff. All right, 140. Next, I'll go Yoni. This will level us up. Boom. We're down to the final 10 secrets, I think. So now we only have the first 2 rows left. We're using the El Bizonte. All right, 80, 90%, and 99. The Black Hole God. All right, so this was 135. What do we go to next? I guess the Sahur. Yeah, 130%. All right, so now we are in the Strawberry Land. And after the Sahur, that leaves us with just 4 secrets remaining. And of the ones left, I'm gonna have to say the Prestige Ballerina Lololo. The reason being is because it's so fast. You can't even really control it. And let's see, how is its power? Honestly, really good for how old it is. But after the Prestige Ballerina Lololo, we got the Omega Patapim, which honestly, if we were going based off looks, this would be way higher, since it's one of the few ones to have like a diamond look to it. There's the Cocosino Reno, which means we are at the Nuclearo Dinosauro, which also means this is the second worst secret in the entire game. But, oh my gosh, still able to defeat the Strawberry Elephant because we have a 160% secret boost. That's crazy. And boom, the Limoncello, which means the worst secret in the entire game, to no one's surprise, is the Golden Trollalero. So there you guys have it. We started with the very best, the Meowl, and we used every single one best to worst in Brainrot Evolution. And we made it all the way to the Strawberry Land, which honestly, I'm impressed by. If you guys enjoyed this video and you want to see more, on screen right now is another video you should watch after this one. As always, subscribe. We're on the road to 1 million subscribers. So check if you're subscribed, and we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!